Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Poland on Veteran Ironman difficulty. Welcome back to the Eastern Front, where things are going in our favour. I have redrawn our battle lines just to try and keep some semblance of order. We're going to be continuing our push over here. I have sent the Lend-Lease to Greece because Greece is being awesome to us, so I reckon we should send them a few weapons. We're going to be training 24 more cavalry. We're going to train 16 more infantry divisions. Because why not? We need the numbers at this point. And we can't rely on just Greece's generosity to really get there. Right? That would make me feel bad. Meanwhile, we're still doing a general advance here. Everything is pretty much green. Like all the fights we can get will be green, pretty much. So, that's good. I'm not sure what that battle plan is. They want to go from the Crimea to the Baltics. Fair enough. Ambitious, if nothing else. They're also doing a landing over here, which might confuse things a little bit in our favour. So, you know, it's not all bad. And now we have our advanced artillery. That'll be helpful. I think we'll go for improved AT number 2. 30 days until we'll have excavation, which will actually get us a lot more aluminum. Some more steel. Some more oil as well. Ooh. Even some tungsten. We'll still be exporting most of it, but it might get us a factory or two more. Who knows? This, meanwhile, is still a pretty chaotic front. I think we might snatch some victory points here. Aside from just occupations in general. Right then. That should do that. Now they are in like 87% national unity, so there's no way we're gonna have a quick war with these guys. Sadly. Turns out the Soviets may be a little bit aggro. Also, there's gonna be a lot of confusion with the armies here. So I tried to reorganize them, but it's not really working. So there's a lot of shuffling going back and forth right now. Well, all that aside, we've got some American ships over there. I don't mind that, really. Yeah, it would be good if the armies here were less confused about who they belong to. I could have done a better job of that, but, you know, frankly, at some point, this war is going to fall into chaos, and we might as well just roll with it. Because we have passed that point quite a while ago. Anyway, let's get in there. I want to just try and get some more damage in here. Get some general advances going. I mean, we might be able to... would we be able to reach Moscow? I was about to say, like, yeah, we'll reach Moscow, and then, actually, no, look at Moscow. We're making good headway, sure, but we're not going to get to Moscow. Heaven, no. What do you need? Support equipment and anti-tank. That can be arranged. Also, switch over artillery production. There we go. Insufficient resources, we need more steel. Of course we do. Also told our industry, we're going to build a lot of factories in Berlin and, like, Germany. We'll still continue to repair, and then we're also going to build a ton of infrastructure. This is just, like, level 1 infrastructure, just to improve, like, the belt over here. Improve our speed, improve our mobility as well. And perhaps most importantly, improve our supply lines. Yes. The famed Russian supplies, which are supposedly pretty poor, but sometimes work out quite nicely. Want to make sure that we don't get stuck with low supplies, after all. That would be pretty bad. Oh, hello, we've got the Yanks coming in, look at that! Reinforcements, oh yes. Are they heading over here? Oh, probably not, that would be silly. But at the very least, they are coming to the continent. It's like Santa's coming to town, except he doesn't have any presents. He just laughs at you. Let's see, can we get anything moving in here? We probably can, yeah. Look at that, so lovely. Anything in there? Well, I mean, do have some troops there. This is now a very narrow front. The British arrival here certainly did help. Got a lot of greens over here, that's nice, I like seeing that. Should be able to march into here quite easily. Keep an eye on the Crimea as well. Let's do something ridiculous. Ridiculous is fun. It's very fun. I'm also going to keep an eye on the training here. I don't really care too much about... Crap. That was dumb. Oops. I don't really care too much about the infantry, but I would like to deploy these as soon as I can. Just to make sure the rear lines stay in a reasonable degree of shape. Insufficient resources. We are low on tungsten. I approve. Means we're building more artillery. We're only building 5 a day, so we'll need about 300 days-ish to replenish that. Or at least upgrade. Yeah, that'll do. Resistance to occupation. Still there. It's actually spreading a little bit. We're starting to get out of the territories that just belong to Poland, you see? Yeah, that wasn't ours before. We'll need to garrison that as well. I know we still own Vilno, but that's about it. Like, the garrisons are going to have to spread out quite a bit soon enough. Which is exactly why we're training some more. As the front slowly starts to move on, we keep adding more military police to it. There we go, we have managed to secure that, that's good. We're making a straight beeline for their oil here, just because victory points. And resources, right? Need to try and keep them on the back foot. Speaking of the back foot, they are bleeding manpower so hard. It's quite nice. They really should be running low on strength at some point. Because they will be out of infantry equipment. Or at least that's the idea. Nearly at Smolensk, wow. It's going quite well. Is this any special province? Vitebsk. Done our focus, that's good. We have developed Polish shipbuilding. I want to save that boost though. We've already modernized the cavalry, so we don't really need that. I think we'll go for adding a bit of infrastructure. Because why not? You can go for that victory point. You can hit them over there. You can go there to add to that. You guys can keep hitting them. Just keep pushing them back. The British are doing something. Not 100% sure. But it doesn't seem to be hurting the Polish, so we'll allow it, right? There we go. No need for clean borders when we can make everything messy. We might even be able to encircle one or two of them. That would be fun. Ooh, the Yanks really are moving through. I wonder where they're going. I wonder if we get the honor of a visit. That would be nice. I think we'll hold here for now, since we are basically on the pivot that's about to pivot around. And outrunning our pivoting point would probably be a very bad idea. Oh my. Yeah, river crossing and fort does not bode well for us here. That's gonna fall in a second, alright. Not really worried about anything here. Yeah, but just keep them on the move. Yeah, you're starting to have strength issues, of course you are. There we go, spread out. Ooh, we actually encircled one of them. Not bad at all. In fact, I quite like this development. Means we get to rid ourselves of yet another communist. It's always nice, you know? That's gonna help. Like, as soon as we pivot this front around, we should have a bit more Concentrated unit strength. How's their... They're 31% towards surrender at the moment. It's going to be extremely hard to get them to actually capitulate, though. It's going to be very annoying. But, you know, we can take it. There we go, you guys get in there. I haven't actually given you guys a secondary, like, advance order. Have I? No, well, we'll make you go for, like, this area. It's going to be very broad. There we go. That'll get you to keep planning for a while. There you go, keep moving up. I like that. I like to see this front move forward, not backwards. You can tie them up over there. 2 divisions. Strength is depleted. Good. Really think they're starting to hemorrhage infantry equipment at a rapid pace. Which is, you know, about damn time. There we go. See if we can surround some of them. That would be lovely. You think you're attacking us? No, we're attacking you. You just haven't seemed to realize yet. That's fine, though. We can work with that. Quite nicely indeed. Thank you for weakening yourself for us. We'll now push you out of your land if you don't mind. You see, it belongs to us. Thanks to this ancient paper that said you will invade us at some point. We thought we'd prepare a counter-invasion just for that occasion. Hello, Kursk! There's not gonna be any fame for that town after we're done here. Guess there's not gonna be any Russians done when we're left here. Isn't that wonderful? There we go, let's keep them on the back foot. Don't allow them to settle in. See if we can pull any fun surrounding maneuvers off, that would be nice. There's a dangerous naval invasion being planned into Ukraine, but they don't have a single port anymore to do that with. Ah, oh, what a shame. What a shame. 32%. Well, I'll take it, I guess. Just not going to be making much progress, I suppose. We are very spread out on this front. I couldn't help but notice. All our strength seems to be focused down here now. We are going to take the... We still have 2 front lines. I'm thinking we should just... get rid of all the front lines. Have a single front line. Have a single offensive line, you know? At this point, I'm okay with that. It seems like a good time right now. How's your... They have most of their planning bonus left, that's good. We have reinforcements coming up to the north now. We own this state, that's good. We own that state. Like, that's what matters most to me, that we get control of these states. So that we get the occupation and whatnot. As for war score, I'm not really concerned. We're gonna keep outpacing everyone on this list. 1,000,000 times over. There we go, we're gonna go around, take their port from them. That'll be fun. Because, yeah, there's a little lake here. Might be a bit hard to tell at times. Don't really seem to have a terrain map mode. Not like EU4. Fair enough. I mean, it's not a requirement or anything, but it would have been nice to get a bit of a better view of that little specific lake. Anyway, the Russians are being really generous. We can do a lot of, like, advances here in the winter. Very generous indeed. There we go, we can just hit these guys up. There we go, keep moving. Keep it going. All the places. Yeah, there you go. Now we're going to start an offensive there as well. It's lovely. We actually got some US Marines arriving on the lines. Or at least some US troops. Not sure if they're Marines. They could be. I mean, who am I to say, really? Oh, look, we have Kursk. That's good. I mean, I don't know why we'd want Kursk. It's just a random town, but it's got a victory point. It's fair enough, right? We can say that we want it for the victory point, not because of any famous battles that may otherwise have happened there. Now, here's the real beauty. We're gonna get ourselves infantry equipment number 3. It's gonna be really good. How are you guys doing? You're doing very well. Look at that. We're just rolling over the Soviets here. We should get to that. We should get to this port. Nothing else. I don't know about the British over there. They're acting a bit weird. Weirder than usual. Where are you? Oh, yes. I see. I want you over there. Can I not, like, unassign these guys? Fine, I'll unassign you guys. I want you to keep going for there, pretty much. I want you to stay in there. I want you to stay in there. I don't know, I want you guys to babysit over there. You can sit over there, you can sit over there. That'll do, we'll just babysit those victory points. Until we link the front up. And have one literal single giant front. That would be nice. I mean, we seem to have broken the Russians. Pretty fair enough, so... There's not a lot of real resistance anymore at this point, is there? At most, it's an acknowledgement, yeah, we're still here, we will fire at you, but... There's not a lot of casualties being sustained. Especially not in comparison to them, no. Lord, no. We are butchering them. Let's put some more hurt on them, shall we? Also, your order is to get over there now. Take that port and we shall bleed them dry. Ruin more units because it's funny. This is probably the right time to mention, of course. I have been bulk recording this. Because it's fun, and I'm playing Ironman, so I'd like to get recordings done in bulk. So, you know, ever since the Soviets declared war, this has been a single episode. Or at least a single session for me. I don't know, any comments you might have had? Any tips? I'll be reading them, like, until now, and... Hell, even now I'm half tempted to keep recording more, but... I'll probably, like, stop after this and then wait a few days until I'm nearly, like, caught up with all the comments going on. And then, I don't know, I might be able to take your advice into consideration. I might be able to respond to your comments. I mean, I'll always respond to your comments if you have something, like, really interesting to say. For example, like, oh, Germany did this, or you should have fought the Soviets doing that. I'll always, like, be interested in talking to you about such things. Because I find it very interesting to talk about, like, what-if scenarios and such. You know, consider this an invitation, if you feel like that would be fun. Let's see, we're gonna have to chase them down, aren't we? Just get to the port. Like, either try and hold them off, or just get to it yourself. Oh, no, see, there we go. That'll do. That'll do nicely. I'd like very much if you were to hold that port for me. Yes, you can all get in there. Air superiority is still disastrous, of course. We weren't expecting much better, though, to be fair. Ah, yes, see? They are starting to get the hint. They don't want to be here anymore. Trouble for them is, they have low organization. And I do not. Ooh, you guys are putting the hurt in me. Oops. Suddenly turned it around. Unfortunately, they have pulled back, so what was to be an encirclement really isn't anymore. Yeah, I'd like you to reach over there. The sooner the better. Really? The sooner the better. $53. I mean, you have no organization, so really, what are you fighting me with? The determination isn't there. I can tell you that for a fact. Alright, come on, let's get in that port. Come on. You know you want to capitulate. Or at least, like, lay down your arms. Capitulation, sadly, is going to take a while. Ooh, 1.9. Either they lost a lot of troops in pitched battles, or something happened. Either way, I don't mind. We have lost a little victory point there, sadly, but we can't hold everything, you know. I'm gonna tell you to do a considerate push. It's because I can't be bothered anymore. We seem to have already broken the Russians. So, you know, I'm fine at this point with the AI taking control. We've done some brilliant moves. Now's the time for automation. Who knows, it might lead to us moving up faster. They might take a few risky challenges, they might lose a bit of ground, but they shouldn't lose any troops over it. Meanwhile, we are building a lot of civilian factories now. And it's taking instant effect, I like it a lot. Takes about a month or two, but then we have a lot more base production. Oh dear, we seem to have like 10 divisions here stuck on the wrong side of the front. What a bummer, right? What a bummer indeed. We'll keep pushing them, of course. Like, we're not gonna rest easy now. And we will get control of all these provinces. That's good. I like that. Poland deserves the clay. 94% participation. Where do the others come from? Like, yeah, we have about 1%. That's great. What can you buy for that in the peace deal? Not a lot, I can tell you. Yeah, seems to be about 9 divisions ish that we caught. I actually think we might increase our anti-tank production temporarily. Just because it is useful to have. You know. They have tanks. We don't. We can also use them against softer targets. AKA infantry. Look at that, 76. Like, that's good. That's really good. Those are all separate tiles, sadly. We'll just move you up to there, then. I don't mind. Soon enough, you'll go back to the real front. Ah, go kill them. Yeah. Fun. Steel. Sure, we'll get more of that. Need more tungsten as well. This is a good thing. Production of artillery looking. Upgrade need 1300. We're producing 9 per day. That's better. We've got 9 divisions over there. That's a substantial amount. They seem to be holding on for now. It's seeing some convoys here, that's always nice. Perhaps we can get some troops over there. It does seem to be a separate crossing, which I appreciate. Although it's still going to be a nasty crossing. We'll get anyone that, like, drops out. They'll just go around. There we go, we'll just wreck them. Burn over here, yeah, it's moving. We don't really face any real resistance anymore. Our Greek unit here is standing without supply. That's totally fine. Why? Because he is standing on a victory point. Victory points provide supply, so he's technically not out of supply. Even though he's not in strategically the best position. I think you can go so far into saying that. Aw, they're gonna get killed now. How sad. They're gonna take him over the 2 million casualties mark. In this entire war, we went from like outperforming them in 3-1 casualty-wise to 5-1. Now we're nearly at 7-1. My god. I was afraid of the Soviets before all this, you know? That seems to be the wrong call. They're not that scary as I make them out to be. My bad. Meanwhile, how's our construction? Yeah, that's looking good. Still building more civilian factories. Divisions over there have finally been killed. They are over 2 million casualties now. Excellent. We still haven't taken any of the big three, Leningrad, Moscow, or Stalingrad, but I'm going so far as to say we could have had Stalingrad already if I made a determined push for it, which, so far, not quite. Really because I don't feel we really have the divisions at the moment. There we go, more military police, always nice. They are fully staffed with stuff. I'll leave these guys to train. Because I really don't mind them getting all the experience they need. Should have probably added like a secondary line to run parallel to this one. What do you know? They still need a bit of anti-tank. Not gonna be any problem here. Need about 500 left. Assault breakthrough. Oh, yes. Yes. Max planning's so good. And planning speed. There we go. Get in there. We're pushing hard, we're pushing far. Pretty soon. Well, this episode we should make it to Moscow. Right? Yeah. There we go, get you in there. Let's get some advancements in here. They even have radar. Getting more and more factories built. That's good. We might need them for eventual... I'm not saying one is to eventually develop bombs that will require specific structures to build them, but... if one were to make such weapons, it might be handy to be able to make multiple reactors at once. Ooh. What about reactors? I don't know. We haven't invented them yet, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. YouTube commentary in a nutshell. The secret unveiled. Right. Now that we are moving up a bit more aggressively, we're going to have to tell our MPs to catch up. Sadly. Turns out Russia's pretty big, right? We're going to have to keep control of that. And in the middle of that is what used to be Poland. It looks really weird now. But yeah, that is exactly why we're training more cavalry divisions as we're going. There we go, just keep attacking them. What's the worst that can happen? We're not gonna lose. Lord, no, that would be, that'd be weird at this point. I think we've already broken them logistically. I think there might be a opportunity here. Why, perhaps there might be. They're all withdrawing immediately. Improved anti-tank upgrade, number 2. Excellent. I would like support weapons 4. More defense. You know, more defense is key. Let's see, we could send in these guys. Why? Nah. I want to keep those victory points secure. Wow, look at that. 1-5 and we're still winning. This is dramatic, if nothing else. Our casualty rate has gone up a bit since we're no longer really looking for those superb options, which is fine, you know. We're starting a more general offense. We'll be a little bit faster in seizing land. Oh, we can still cut off a few units here. Although they are starting to panic right now. Oh, beautiful. They realized, alright. Lack of steel. We'll fix that again. National focus? A military factory. You know what? Why not? It's only political power. We don't really need it at the moment. There we go. Keep you on your toes as well. Come on, Moscow. You know you like us. You really do. Ooh. They're putting up some resistance here. Ukraine, dangerous naval invasion. Huh. Good luck getting there. We're about to take Leningrad as well. This is looking really good. I approve of this scenario. Yeah, we're keeping them on the run. They have no organization. Their strength is diminished quite a bit. I think they're starting to lose some of their industrial heartland as well. What's resistance map mode? It's growing over here. Little specks over there. So that's why we'll keep deploying our units here. Not that we can yet, but you know, soon. Trademark. How long until you get there? There you go. We need to get into Leningrad. It's gonna be an easy snatch, by the look of things. Which is always nice, and I have tempted to add more cavalry in here. Just to get him to go a little bit faster. Looks like they are starting to take advantage of the gaps in our holes here. The gaps in our holes? No. The gaps in our lines. Fair enough. Yes, we need you to make a push into Moscow right there. Beautiful. We'll be 2 tiles away from Moscow then. At least from taking it. Which shouldn't be too hard to cross. There's Rezev, so you know, things are getting serious for the Soviets. We got both our decryptions. Excellent. Anti-tank. You know, they have tanks. I don't want them to have tanks. We'll blow them up. Beautiful. Works every time. You can be a bit more aggressive, right? Taking Novgorod as well. Yes. We have Leningrad. One of the big 3. Which means we are well on our way to victory. 50%. Still at 87% unity. That is a shame, admittedly. Yeah, send more troops in. They don't have organization, they are damaged as well. Like, their strength isn't what it used to be. But they can still hold on for a while. That said, the Moscow line, 3 forts, not bad. We should be able to take it anyway. They have a lot of military factories here. That must hurt to lose. Add in a bit more plane production. We don't have any upgraded planes yet, but at least we'll have the production lines to support them in the future. You know, also important. Hello Moscow, how do you do? We're gonna have a little chat here today. How long until you get there? 3 days, wow. Yeah, we're being held up nicely there. NPs, do we have to do any updates? As in, have we conquered more land? Oh yes. We'll just add them to the mix here. They'll eventually get policed, right? Still got some specks of revolution, but nothing major. Industry construction here is going quite nicely. That'll help us in the later stages. As mentioned before. Keep a line of advance going here. Their casualties. Solid. In our favor. That's never going to change anymore either. Like they're just breaking hard. We're nearly at Stalingrad as well. Front here starting to look a little iffy. We should be able to rescue them though. I'm not too worried. This, however, it's got me a little bit worried perhaps. Let's see if we can break them. Not really too worried. So I'm not, concerned or anything, but let's just say that the least amount of troops should fall to the enemy by encirclement. As in, don't surround my dudes, please. In fact, we'll surround your dudes. There. That should get us 5, maybe 7 divisions? I don't know. There we go, you're just crumbling. I like it. Naval battle. We sank the Royal Navy sank a bunch of submarines. I'll give them the credit for that. Because they deserve it, We are not much of a naval power at this point in time. We've got about a rubber ducky for a bathtub, that's about it. Realistically. We're Poland, it's totally fine. We had other sources that occupied our attention. Or tried to, at the very least. Hey, it's Moscow! Would you look at that, it's under the beautiful red of Poland. 60% towards capitulation, that's more like it. Currently a beautiful summer. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying the Russian countryside, It's very peaceful now that we've taken it. Let's rid ourselves of these encircled units. We've got 1, 3, 5. There may be... I don't think there's one hiding over there. Nah. There we go, just run them down. What are they gonna do? Try and fight? Hilarious. Still got our pockets over here, I'm not worried about them in the slightest. They have supplies. They know what to do. Never surrender. There we go. Front still going our way. Enough to not make me worried about a damn thing, let's be honest here. What are the Russians gonna do, bleed on us? They had a good chance, but no. They were so passive, they wasted it entirely. Greece, you are a hero. The Greek will be remembered. The Poles will conquer them last. Yes, they were kind to us. They delivered us troops when nobody else would. And Britain is just sitting there like, hey, we can do naval invasions. Have you heard of that? I'm like, no, we're Poland. We don't do naval invasions. Apparently. So we've been told. And they're like, oh, well, it's quite fun. You should try it one day. I'm like, perhaps I might, Britain. I've heard of Operation Sea Lion. And they suddenly get very nervous, I don't know why. Well, let's put some hurt into these guys. Wow. Well, let's put some hurt into them. That should be fun. I don't seem to like fun, but I do. Yeah, their strength is just eternally down by, like, a lot. They're always weaker than we are now. We don't even need the numbers to really fight them. Then again, numbers are nice, don't get me wrong. Especially green ones. Yeah, 2.4 million casualties versus like 400 of ours, so we're keeping a steady 6-to-1 loss ratio. Again, as little Poland. I say little Poland. As Poland. A newly minted superpower. As befits a true status, you know. We're doing quite well. Soon we shall feast on Stalingrad, because, well, it's a lovely place to be, I'd like it. These guys are now no longer in multiple combat, so I think we'll call this attack off. We're actually not doing too well over here. Not anymore, at least. Not anymore, at least. Excavation 2, that should be most helpful. Half tempted to go for Excavation 3, but half of me is also tempted to go for other things. Like digging in, or recon, military police, field hospitals. They sound nice. Not losing my manpower or experience would be quite appreciated. Still have everyone being regulars almost, which is good, actually. A lot of trained people as well. Some rookies, but I don't really mind the rookies. You know, it happens sometimes. Not everyone can be amazing at their job like the Polish people. There we go. Keep them on the move. Keep them on the run. What next for the Polish people? I don't know. We'll have to find out at some point. Won't we? At the very least, we should be able to make our way to Japan and, like, Asia and get a lot of manpower from there that way. You know, British India, etc. is where it's at, manpower-wise. There's no better place to be for manpower. Oh my god. This is shameful, Russia. Look at that. Your strength is in shambles. No. Pretty certain I told you to support that attack. You silly. This isn't April Fool's. Do not mess with your commander this way. Things are still going extremely well. Carry on, then. We actually have some information on them over on here. Why is that? They still have air superiority. I don't know, it might be because of the radar, actually. Which we never bothered to research. Poland was like, it's finicky and wires and stuff. We'll do the plumbing. And I mean, our infantry weapons and equipment is certainly up to par, so... It's not like we've made any wrong choices here, right? In fact, we have just been informed we have even more military factories. In that case, let's ramp this up a bit more, eh? Civilian factories are starting to get more work done as well. Of course, the more factories we build and repair, the more our consumers expect us to build, to dedicate more stuff to them as well. Which is why I'm building a hell of a lot more civilian factories at the moment. Also to help get stuff started, you know? We can kick down this a bit. We'll keep one factory spare. But yeah, we've really just broken the Russians, what can I say? We've got decryption advantage. Wow, really? I mean, yeah, we have a decryption 3 and whatnot, so yes, we would. The only reason we don't have it is we don't have any radar elsewhere, which is fair enough. I might have to research it at some point. It does seem useful for little Poland here. Now what do we do with you guys? I don't really know, to be fair. You're just told to go nuts. That's about it. That'll be a fun plan. It's like, where do you want to engage? Everywhere. And you're like, okay, I have a gap in like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Perfect. And then what about 3 in the morning? You might ask them, and like, oh, yeah, sure. We can make that work. Perfect. Well, we could just... This is embarrassing, Russia. Come on. 40% strength. They really don't have any strength anymore. They don't have any infantry equipment. What am I saying? We should take Stalingrad as well. Nah. I think we're going to call it here for this episode, since things are going fairly well indeed. Little Poland is showing its claws. If you enjoyed the video, do let me know by leaving a like and perhaps a comment down below as well. If you would like to watch more Hearts of Iron, but you are not yet subscribed to the channel, do consider hitting that subscribe button. There's a lot more where this came from. If you would like to help me financially, and are in a position to do so, do consider visiting patreon.com/Derpdigital. Completely voluntary, but it does help keep a roof over my head. Which is nice. I like having a roof over my head. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good one, folks.